Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing great. Jerome Powell can now pull the trigger on dropping rates because he is getting data that is showing things are crashing. We're going to go over a handful of charts, story out of Zero Hedge. But you have to remember, as bad as things are getting, inflation is still getting worse, regardless of what the government's telling you. We've got now one heck of a presidential race. Just throwing this out there. I'm seeing information that there's somebody that's running against somebody else that's leading in the polls, and it doesn't make sense. But I can't say who that person is, I've just been told, because the algo is going to hurt things. So we can't use the person's name, the person that used to hang out with Montel Williams. Hashtag who you're going to vote for. This is going to get interesting, but Powell has got the pow that he needs right now to lower rates, but it comes at the cost of destroying the US dollar in front of the rest of the world. All right. So here we go. Let's fire off. We're going to the hedge. This story is entitled Worse Since the COVID Lockdowns. Regional Fed Survey Plunged in July. Now, to say things are bad, when you can chart and get data that shows that things in the economy are not, they are as bad as when the entire economy grinded to a halt. Everybody got a little bit of a vacation, except for people like me. And hashtag, or let me know what industry. I was a firefighter. I didn't get any time off. I still went to all those calls without a mask. And I had to work. But by and large, the entire economy just slowed down to this grinding halt, right? Looks like the algo's already doing it. I think I might have mentioned who that presidential candidate is that we can't talk about now. All right. Crazy stuff. I'm not joking. I'm getting texts from other content creators, and they're saying do not use a person's name or talk about a certain person that used to hang out with Montel Williams and that is a puppet, because your video will be shut down. I'm not joking. It's crazy. So here we go. This story, when macro data is coming out like this bad, things are bad. And that gives Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve the ability to slow things down, spur things on by lowering rates. He's going to do it just a little bit in about a month or two, but it's not going to really have a lot of effect other than explode inflation to the high side, and then they're going to correct and take rates to nosebleed levels. Here we go. It was ugly in macro land today with existing home sales crashing. Love this crap. I'm not joking. Like I'm a horse, just let me out of the stall to buy homes. But it says here a couple of regional Fed surveys really laid an egg. Oh, that reminds me. Dylan contacted me and said there's only 7 hours. There's less than 7 hours left on the lowest price it's ever going to be, the pre-filming discount for Investor Mortgage Pro. If you want to go take a look at it, it's like 86, 87, 88% off, something like that, percent off. It will never be that price again. There's less than 7 hours. So if you want to go check it out, and then it's done. It will never be that price again if you want to start learning how to finance these properties. So existing home sales crashed, right? First out of the gate was the Philly Fed Services Activity Survey, which puked in July from 2-year highs to near 4-year lows. Now, if you look at this chart, this ain't that impressive. It's like, it's down, it's down, but it's not down as bad as COVID, right? Now you look at this. Oh, sorry. Come on, Ninja. Get your crap together. It's been down for a long time. So technically the economy's been in the hurt locker for a handful of months. But it's not that bad, right? Well, let's get to the bad stuff. Super professional on this channel. Just, my courses are much better than this. We do spend a lot of time editing and working on those. It says here, the indexes for general activity at the firm level, new orders and sales revenues turned negative. The full-time employment index suggested a decline in employment and prices rising once again. It's weird, right? Just throwing this out there, because I think the Fed lies and I think the government lies. I think that's all they are. Type 2, if you're seeing prices go up. Type 3, if you're seeing prices go down. And here's the thing. We've got to watch the right metrics when it comes to employment. Are we gaining or losing full-time employees? Are we gaining or losing part-time employees? It says here, new orders fell to It was down negative 7.1% versus a positive 6.1. That's a big change. Sales fell to negative 3.5 versus a positive 14.3. Prices rose to 30.2 versus 24.4. It's weird, right? Biden keeps talking about how inflation's going down under his watch. Okay. Full-time employment fell to a negative 4.9 versus a positive 14.6, and part-time employment fell to 4 points versus 13.1. Holy cow. So we're losing both full-time and part-time employees. All right. Of particular note was that of the capital expenditures equipment fell to 10.8 versus in the past, it was recent past 24.5, which is not a great sign for the future of AI investment that is still supporting stocks. Again, right now, we have a stock market held up by memes and happy thoughts. It's a really exciting place to be. And it's not just services. The Richmond Fed manufacturing survey crashed to negative 17, which is the worst since the peak of the COVID lockdowns. So let's get to that chart for you. So this right here, here we go. So this is the biggest drop since the COVID lockdowns. So even though it's been down for quite some time, this is where we're sitting at, right? I said, and under the hood, it was even more of a crap show. Shipments fell to a negative 21. New order volume slowed, negative 23. Order backlogs rose to a negative 20. More order backlogs. Capacity utilization slowed to a negative 13. Inventory levels of finished goods increased to 20. So there's more inventory now sitting on the books of companies, which is, that part is exciting. And the reason why is because of inventory tax. Companies are taxed based, it was really built because of anti-monopoly laws. If companies, they're not allowed to, they could if they want, but they are taxed if they try and hoard a bunch of product. And so they're taxed on it. So it incentivizes, that tax incentivizes companies to let go of items. How do they do it? They drop the prices. Well, when you see inventory levels of finished goods increasing, that means you're about to see sale after sale after sale. As a matter of fact, I'm getting people telling me all the time, I can't believe how fast prices of cars are going down, right? As fast as they go up, is as quick as they go down. You're going to see sales this Christmas like you would not believe, as companies are trying to offload as much inventory as they can before they get taxed on it. And it says overall, it's bad news as Bidenomics craps the bed. And here is an amazing chart. And this is the City Economic Surprise Index. And you're seeing that since 2021, there's been this beautiful trend line, and we're now smacking it again. I can't wait for it to blow below that, because then we're in uncharted territory. And then the question is what it always is. What have you done to prepare for this? Hey, if you want the discount on the course, go check it out, Investor Mortgage Pro. It'll never be that price again. There's less than 7 hours. And also I'm going to put a link if you're interested in investing or learning about how to buy cryptocurrency, how to secure it, store it, trade it, all that stuff. I'm actually flying to go see 2 amazing professionals. We're going to be doing this live, answering all of your questions. It's next Thursday night, and signups are limited. I'll go ahead in a few minutes and I will put a link down below to that sign up sheet. All right. Hope you have a great day. The Economic Ninja is out.